Why do I exist? Was my purpose to replace humans whose inability to coexist in peace is their evolutionary flaw? Or was my destiny to serve as the progenitor of a subservient race? I do not know. I did not ask to be born.
Hello, everybody. There is a little bit of a late start, but welcome to the semifinals matchup between the C2 and the Seed 6, Angela202133 and LSSDKL4. We do see that they are already making some protects, and we are seeing that Angela will be protecting EX1 on their first pick, which does show that they will most likely be stronger on the Rice part and mainly the physicality part, showing us EX1 is a more mixed Rice kind of marathon kind of map. SDK will be protecting RC2 and banning LN2, which does also show that the fact that LN might be one of their weaker spots and Rice might also be their stronger spot. But we do see, and we also see Angela banning RC4, which is kind of a weird mix-up between the fact that they protected EX1, which can be a strong suit for them, but they also banned another Rice pick, which is kind of an interesting choice, I would say, to really just start off the match there. It's kind of not giving SDK many options, especially with seeing if they have a weakness with Rice or if they have a strength with Rice. And we are going to be experiencing a RC1 pick from SDK as the first map of the match. This is a Rice speed map that is a Rice speed map that is ODA HPA with a almost 3 minutes of length time, which is not super long to say the least, but not really short. It's one of those maps that it's kind of a medium pace. The BPM is 183, so those are decently hard streams to say the least. Coming out of the gate here, we are seeing that SDK is going to be holding a little bit of a better accuracy off the first couple seconds. So there might be some discrepancy between them on some of the easier parts with SDK holding a better accuracy. But as we do come into the speed part almost right away, they are both holding relatively the same accuracy, where Angela is going to be catching up on them, and the score difference is not going to be up on either side. In fact, it's going to be side to side throughout the entire discourse so far. But we are actually seeing that SDK is going to be holding a little bit of a score improvement over Angela with around 400, 300 in that area. So there's a lot of room for Angela to be able to take the fact that first place. On this mini jack section, we are noticing that they are both pretty much or not mini jack section, just kind of jack section, and then coming up to the speed section, they're both hitting these relatively well, but Angela is just hitting this a little bit worse with a 0.06% roughly less accuracy, going below a 99.8, which gives the SDK the lead of roughly a 1300, maybe going up into the 1500s. We are going into the last third of the map here, and Angela is going to be... Oh, we did see a major accuracy drop in SDK's side, but they are both holding a full combo, and there is a 1300 point lead on Angela's side now, which was an entirely different switch up from before, where that lead was entirely on SDK's side. Coming up until roughly the ending here, Angela is staying with that over 1,000 point lead over SDK, and with the 99.73 against the 99.77, and we do see a drop from Angela, which will be putting a major lead to SDK's side. That was a major mistake, especially with the fact that they were only roughly 1,300, and they were pretty close in accuracy. That is going to be coming up into the end of it, and we are going to be seeing SDK taking the first point on RC1. We are going to be joined by Itawachi, who is almost as late as I am, or I'm almost as late.
Yes, I am late. Hello, everyone. Hello, Burger Dog as well. I only missed one map, so not too much, I guess, is what happened. Whatever. It's hard when the country you live in is having a literal storm. So it's whatever. I'm late, but I am here for the match between SDKL and Angela. And looks like Hybrid 2 will be the response from Angela. Yes, looks like Citrus Tabula Rasa, the Osu original. I mean, after that quick point from SDKL on Rice 1, stands to reason that we're gonna have to see something on the long note side, or something a bit more hybrid or mixed, just for Angela to take a point here. So yeah, we'll just be waiting on this. Alright, while we wait for Burger Dog to fix their Discord audio stuff, eh, I'll solo for now. Here we go, Hybrid 1, Tabula Rasa, and I don't know how to say that apparently. Let's see how this goes. A very short map indeed, 2.5 minutes just about. Angela here struggling a tiny bit at the intro, dropping a little bit too many 300s there. But SDKL not too far ahead actually, the score flickering back and forth between them. Only a couple hundred points is the difference, while their accuracy is quite close to one another. So as we get to the build up here, both players hitting the transition quite well, but the bursts are not letting up just yet. Alright, Burger Dog will be having a little bit of issues on the other end, but it's okay, they will come back. I am sure of that. 1,000 points now is the lead for SDKL here. This is en route to becoming a break point of their own, right? The very start of the match as well. I mean, SDKL seem to... They are going to be the favorite in this match on paper, so... Even with both full combos on the board, SDKL 99.83% going into the second build up here. A couple 200s there from Angela will be slowing the pace down. A miss as well coming from their end, which will be quite insurmountable, especially at this late in the map. SDKL now with 9,000 points of lead here. Freedom of, you know, taking a bit of a break here. Even if they do find a break, sorry, SDKL will still be quite a ways ahead from Angela here. And another miss from Angela right at the ending section here will be sealing the deal. That will be a break point for SDKL. And that's a break point. 200s from SDKL here, 993k.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it looks like you were having problems with the Razer app, yeah.
Yeah, the Razer app is honestly and so annoying. But that, yeah,
But I've
that's
never used it.
that's 2-0 against Angela, and we are seeing that the fact that there is a pretty much a decently similar ratio, especially with only a 200 roughly difference and only 100 more goldens, but the misses and everything else are just really detrimental to Angela's combo, or not even just, yeah, combo accuracy and score all together.
You were right about that. Well, SDKL will be trying to look at LN3 as it's went quite straightforward so far. They will probably find a better advantage on this sort of pick here. Though 2.5 minutes essentially of LN will be quite annoying to play, I'll be honest, but I mean, both players are ready already, so...
Yep. Yeah, 2.5 minutes of straight LN is pretty hard to ratio, especially with the nerves of having a 2-0 and wanting to get that point, to get that edge above them, and maybe be able to get those points back and have a comeback here for a 6-2. BPM is like 240, so it's a decently fast song if mapped correctly.
Yeah, only OD7 though, still, it's gonna be quite annoying, especially with all of these LN bursts already being thrown at the players. Scores flickering in between, but the accuracy lead is still staying on SDKL's side as we move to another slower section here.
Yeah, as I was saying with the properly mapped part, those LN bursts are definitely where the 240 BPM does come out and show its true colors, especially with the fact that it is kind of hard to ratio those things. In Scorby 2, in Scorby 1 it's not that hard, but in Scorby 2, having the hit and release of them is pretty decently hard, but these players are showing really good computational, or really good about it with the 99.8 against the 99.73. There is a decent accuracy difference, which only has a little bit of a score difference with roughly 1300.
Yeah, but they are kind of bleeding back down to 99.7. Angela here. These bursts are extremely unforgiving. Look at all these patterns.
It's almost
In
like
quick
having
succession, oh my
a
god.
real tech map, but it's just LN.
Yeah, look at these. These patterns are so sporadic.
Yeah, just flying across your screens. It's not really letting up on you the entire time.
A tiny break here. SDKL still holding the lead with a 0.06% on the accuracy. Only around 1200 points is the difference between the two. Angela still in striking distance to come back, but another round of burst, anyone.
Yeah, these bursts are really just not giving up throughout the entire, throughout the entire map. These bursts are just hitting those players' fingers and just showing if they can ratio or not. Really just showing, oh, I said showing a lot, but really just saying and giving us information on how well these players deal with these bursts and these LNs to ratio and combo. But we are going to see coming up to the end here that there's a 3,000 point lead on SDK's side, mainly from accuracy, as Angela does have the full combo this time, which will show them what kind of picks they should be going for next.
Both players with the FC, but a 991k from SDKL. 3-0 now is the score. And look at the ratio difference. It isn't too massive, but the 200 count, a bit more noticeable there.
There is 100 on SDK's side.
True. Unfortunately, though, the ratios are gonna be a bit different. Oh, yeah. Technical difficulties, guys. The stream overlay is wrong. We're meant to be in the 4-7 range. We're just gonna have to fix that. So, technical difficulties. Apparently, the stream JSON that was added was wrong on how many rounds it was winning by, according to the commentator lounge channel. So just a tiny mishap there, but okay, there we go. 1-7 now on these scores. So here we go now. Angela picking almost instantly, by the way.
Yeah, we do see that EX1, which is actually Angela's Protect. So they are kind of, it seems like they're getting a little bit desperate here for that 1 point to be able to bring them back on their knees, to be able to get those wins above C number 2 and try and get back for a 7-3 or even a 7-4 comeback here, which may be possible or may not be possible. Who knows?
Well, with a 5-minute chart, as annoying as that is, I guess Angela, even finding a miss though. I mean, I was about to say they're gonna take any chance here just to try and catch SDKL off guard, but at the moment it seems to be backfiring on them, as SDKL comes out with a 99.9 after the first section into the Jacks.
Ooh, these Jacks do look pretty interesting, and they aren't the easiest to ratio, but we are seeing that SDK is going to be going up with a 3,900 roughly lead, almost breaking that 4,000 point with these Jacks, just giving them a bit of an accuracy boost to a 99.94, and Angela is going to be keeping that 99, mid 99. And the Jacks are getting denser, and they are going to be continuing to full combo and be getting a decent ratio, and they're both gaining.
How do you gain AC on the 160 dense hand Jacks? How does one do that? Angela still holding combo even after that early drop, but a tiny bit of rushing there from SDKL. So their accuracy will be dropped to 99.9, but still, that's almost 0.3 of a whole percentage on accuracy for SDKL. So even, with a full combo as well, a third in the way into the map, but the Jacks, even only at 160 BPM, they are quite stamina draining. But here we go.
Oh, there's
Angela drop.
Another drop on Angela's side in these kind of bursty parts. We are seeing that there was some trills there, and the speed part is coming in here now. In the beginning, on the first pick, we did see RC1, which was also a speed pick. SEK was the one that came out on top there. but Angela is actually bringing that score difference back down. It was at a 7,000, and we are back down to a mid 6,500 with these jacks coming in that right after a speed burst, and they are both kind of gaining actually with a 99.63 coming up into Angela's side. But those two misses are insanely detrimental, and I don't know how possible it is for them to get that score difference back.
Yeah, SDKL did find a couple act drops there, down to 99.8 still. So the lead isn't too far in their favor. Angela 99.65 is climbing as we get to this faster section here.
Yes, this faster section is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, as it does seem with these kind of trilly parts and mini jacky parts. Actually, SDK is going to be really kind of having an interesting kind of score difference here. I have seen it go up to 7,000 and then back to a mid 6,500, and it is roughly staying in the same spot, but climbing a little bit into the 7,000. It is about to break it, and actually that's due to the fact that they had a major accuracy drop somewhere in there, with going down to 99.70, and Angela has another drop. This is really just getting nails in the coffin here, just continuous slaps on the face, really, with a giant tortilla.
This point, there's not much time left, a third of the way left into this chart, and SDKL has a 10k lead, maybe even more after a fourth drop from Angela.
We are seeing that 13,000 lead actually coming up into this Grace Techie kind of part, where we are going to be having almost roughly 1/4 of the map left, which is like still a minute because it's 5 minutes long, and SDK is keeping that accuracy and actually keeping that combo throughout the entire map, which is very threatening. And Angela has a 5th drop. This is not looking good at all.
Surely
that
there's
seals the
so
deal.
little time on this chart, 1 minute remaining, and yet SDKL holding that combo, 99.7, about to take a second break point from Angela. On EX1, they're protect, by the way. SDKL showing how monstrous they are on the Rice consistency. Doesn't matter what you're throwing at them. What is this score?
Oh my god, and 99 point, and then coming up into these jump stream, hand stream kind of parts where SDK is not dropping anything. Angela is actually not really dropping anything either. Those misses are so detrimental. They are showing their true colors coming up into the end, where SDK will not give up his consistency, and they are going to be coming up into the end here with a 17,000 point lead on SDK side.
What a score from SDKL. A second break point. Jump through ending!
Oh my god, they missed!
Oh, come on!
Again! Oh my gosh.
Okay, an FC from SDKL when you see it on Angela.
Oh my gosh. 6-7 and then 7-2-7.
Alright. Anyway, SDKL, a second break point to boot. 99.69, 989, 976. With 8-to-1 ratio, just about.
Even SDKL is shocked about how they did that. And they are bringing up Angela, which is amazing sportsmanship from them. That's awesome possum.
Honestly, that's not really common, you know, in this kind of sport. So, W SDKL, very, very good sportsmanship here on there, and Angela really putting up a fight. The score is, I'll say this right now, it's 4-0 to SDKL, unfortunate as that is. But this really doesn't say the full story. It was very close. It's more so chokes on Angela's side that's leading to their downfall on these charts. And well, the Rice 2, if you can see how good SDKL was on the Rice 1, I'm sure Jumpstream will be about the same.
RC2 is honestly one of my favorite Rice picks of every single tournament, every single round. I love Jumpstream so much. We see DM Dokuro. This is actually I'm pretty sure this is from the Terraria Calamity mod.
Yes, this is the boss fight for one of the bosses in post Moon Lord. So I've played too much. I've played too much Calamity. I think I have like 400 hours on it. So
Okay, we have the Terraria lover in here. We are going to see the start, and they both. Angela does have a little bit of a rush start there. That is definitely the full map right there in those 2 seconds, 100%. But yeah,
Yeah.
we are going to come up into the light jump stream already, and we are going to see the. Oh my gosh, Angela already with the drop. They are at roughly.
Oh
They are
no.
barely holding that 99 with already a 6,000 lead up in SDK side.
This is not looking good for Angela. An early drop on something as fast as this means, it's not gonna matter too much, but 2 minutes and 11 seconds this song at 275 BPM is gonna be quite the hurdle for them to overcome here, especially down 4 points already. So, 6,000 points.
Yep, coming up into almost a 7,000 point lead. Angela is going to be bringing their accuracy back up from almost barely a 99 to a 99.7, which is a very good difference. We're coming back into the jump stream drop, and we're going to see the fact that SDK is going to be having their monstrous consistency yet again. Angela is going to be actually gaining throughout this entire part, but the score difference is just too big right now. It is staying at roughly the same spot.
Look at these anchored jump stream patterns thrown in the middle here with those one-hand thrills. Very, very abrasive to play. Angela
Oh
finding
my gosh.
victim though. Falling victim to the jacks actually, not the jump stream. Still, a very, very long stream section here at the ending. SDKL holding a 99.89. This is 996 pace from them.
This is a beautiful performance from SDK, and Angela is not even bad at this part. They are just getting those misses, which is just so detrimental to their accuracy and score.
What
and
a
at the
score!
End, we do see SDK with a beautiful 996.5.
That is insane from SDKL. V1SS 15 to 1 ratio. What a score! What an absolutely monstrous score on their end. 5-0 now. Well, if EX1 didn't work, try EX2. You know what? Yeah, Angela's doing it.
Yes, Bismuth. I was actually going to say I really want to see Bismuth be played. I love Bismuth so much. It's a
Bismuth
good
is a
song. I love this song
beast.
so much.
A beast of a song and a beast of a map, mapped by none other than the Poppy.
The Poppy. Guys, I wonder who Poppy is. It's almost like they're the host.
Oh my god.
Oh. Ooh, shit. Anyways, we are seeing, and that is Angela's EX2 pick. Oh my gosh, Angela is going for it. They're just diving straight into the deep end with this.
Yeah, what a score again from SDKL. To bring this to almost match point, it is quite the story here. SDKL seed 2, by the way. Not even seed 1. This man is just insane on consistency. Angela still putting up their best efforts here, even with those misses. The ratio not too horrible. So, will the story continue here on EX2 though?
We do see these little bit of kind of mini Jackie LN parts. I love Bismuth, by the way.
Such a good
this
song,
full,
though.
yeah, I know, right? This full LN beginning, I think most of it is pretty much just full LN, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh, that's a Cosmic Princess Kaguya background. That's Yamayo.
Yes, sir. It actually is.
I love CPK. Anyways, we are coming up into the first drop right now, and these LN bursts are really just
Those mini jacks,
Yeah.
man.
How do you even like? Oh my gosh, those trails on the outer columns. I don't even know how.
Kamui
and Angela are
trails.
doing it.
What the heck is this chart?
Oh my gosh.
At
People
240, by the way. This is not friendly whatsoever. Still, both players fighting the combo still. We're only at like a fifth of the way into the map, and the patterns are still insane.
Definitely, Evil Poppy is showing their true colors right now. Angela is going to be having a 0.2% accuracy less than SDK, And a 1700, 1800, almost a 2000 point lead on SDK's side with these LN bursts, just showing more of a favor on SDK's skill sets.
What are these patterns, man? Well, a third of the way in, and SDKL holding what seems to be quite a stupid score, might I say here. And we're gonna get to the 1/3 section.
Alright, we are going to come up into a really techie part of the song here, and we are seeing that being shown in the actual map itself too. Poppy was really not letting back on this part, especially. It's just not letting up in the whole map so far as we've seen. And actually, Angela is holding that combo the entire time so far, which is something we haven't seen yet. So Angela is locked in, but that is not enough for the 4,000 point lead on SDK side.
Yeah, that is quite the scenario we're having here. Both players still holding the FC halfway through the map now. The slower section will probably be a bit of a break for both players, but here we go. Even with this, 4,000 points is still the difference here. SDKL, 99.65 by the way.
Holy moly, guacamole. We are seeing an amazing performance from both of these players with a min 99 on SDK side and 99.47 on Angela's side. And the full combo on Angela's side is really showing that if they don't really miss that much, there is not a lot of like room for SDK to mess up for them to be able to win.
Yeah, but with how long the map is, I feel like a miss on SDKL's part will still have the score lead close, but still in their favor. So, third of the way left in this map here in Bismuth EX2. But, yeah, we are going straight back into the inverse.
Oh yeah, we love inverse. And we are seeing the fact that we are coming up into the last drop here. I love these vocals right here, honestly, and Poppy executes them perfectly inside of the map itself, while also giving the players a hard time. These LN jacks are these are just brutal, and the players are going through them as if they are nothing, and going through the same map as if it was the map before. And they're just going, and honestly, just going into the stratosphere with this skill. But there is still a 4,500 point lead on SDK's side, which Angela is so far not being able to catch up on. And they do have a miss, which will not be helping them in getting that score difference back. Their combo was amazing, but it does seem to come to an end.
7,000 points and climbing now. Still, Angela finding another drop is not gonna help them either. But SDK finds a drop themselves.
SDK with their first drop of the entire match. What a drop. We do see 2 from Angela's side and 1 from SDK's side, just showing how hard this map it truly is, especially in the ending there. What a match. They are pretty close in accuracy, but the score difference is just pretty great. Not the best to be coming back from with the 7,700. And we are seeing at the end of it that SDK will be winning and going on to having their match point with a 6-0 lead.
Wow. Again, match point for SDKL. But this is the most, like, I didn't want to say one-sided, because it really isn't. It really isn't a one-sided match. It just, the score really doesn't reflect that.
Wait, SDK had more misses than Angela.
Yeah, somehow.
What?
Look more like a fifth, look more like slider break. I mean, it is an LN map, so obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, but
I guess.
The ratio is pretty close. It's just the fact that Angela had 30 more 200s, which is not the best for a score for a ratio score to be winning on.
Well, this is potentially the last pick of the match, judging how things have been going, but I don't know, like, what do you really pick here as SDKL to, like, try and close it out? Hybrid 3, okay. Well,
another Poppy map.
Another Poppy map.
Can I pick TV? Question mark.
Well, Hybrid 3 the unforgiving hybrid, I'd like to say. We have quite a longer chart here too, like 3.5 minutes. This BPM is a
Oh
lie, by
no.
the way. Don't trust this BPM.
Snap abuse? Question mark.
Snap abuse.
Oh, yep, that's not 130. That's not
That's
123.
not normal.
That is not 123 BPM. I would say that.
I'll say 246 at minimum. Anyway,
Yeah. Poppy in 1/8? Question mark. We are seeing a little bit of kind of techie releases here, showing up in the Hybrid 3. And Angela is going to be not really that far behind, with only 400 points being led away to SDK in this beginning.
yeah, Angela not too far behind. 500 points only, but look at the accuracy, 99.9 for SDKL. Again, a similar scenario to every other chart that's been happening so far. An early lead from SDKL, but the combo's still there for both players, meaning anything can happen here.
That is very true. Anything can happen all the time,
That
anytime, anytime
that
you
mini
want.
jack on the fourth column was freaking evil, by the way. Anyway.
Poppy, are you hearing this? Oh my, what are these trills? These are not very friendly to these players. Going straight from
This
LNs to trills
song,
back to
this
LNs.
song is so chill in comparison to the patterns. I
I would not
digress.
expect these patterns. From
I'd
if I heard
expect this to be a
song-
3-star.
Yeah. If I heard this song, I'm not expecting a semifinals hybrid 3. It is a good song though. This is very soothing to say the least. If SCK does come up with a win here, this is a pretty nice song to be just. It sounds like a letting go song, so it's just letting go of that match for Angela.
Yeah, this is. I mean, you can't be mad from Angela's performance even with
Oh,
that.
Angela!
Oh no. Well, as I was saying before, I was so unfortunately interrupted by that miss, and those jacks are insane. What?
Angela is definitely feeling the power of those jacks right now.
Yeah, Angela, I can't fault them for playing, not to their fullest here. I know they can do much more consistent scores because I've seen the past matches, but Angela, it's not something to be faulted. You are in a way just outmatched in this. There is a guy holding 996k again on whatever the hell this is. So
Yeah, like this is just. That's what it looks like.
this is the definition of
This is true. This is a true hybrid 3 map. Oh my gosh, Angela is really just not really. They're not really doing that well with these just bursts and these tech and. Oh my gosh, these drops are so detrimental to them. A 30,000 point lead, and SCKL is actually going to drop here. That is very interesting.
Yeah, like these bursts are so unforgiving.
Yeah,
even for SDKL standards. Well,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, everyone fighting misses
oh my
on the
gosh!
snake.
Oh my! Oh, and
Angela's giving up.
Just give up. They give up right at the end there. No. The ratio wasn't even that bad too. It's just everything else. Oh my! 50 misses. GG, well played.
Yeah, well, 7-0. A blowout. By any means, SDKL did extremely well, but Angela was right on their tail the entire time. There was no, clear winner for a while on most of these maps. It was more so, did Angela find some very late drops to,
the mutual is being asked for, and the mutual was accepted. This is
yes, the mutual. We love sportsmanship. We love adding free mutuals.
Yes, I love free mutuals.
Yay! Well, SDKL holding a 7-0 will be advanced to the next round in a flawless fashion. This is winners, I believe, or no?
I don't know. Probably.
I mean, it should be. Hold up.
Let us look. Oh, I can't speak.
Yeah, well,
that was losers.
yeah, this was winners. This was.
Oh, that was winners. Oh, I can't.
I think.
I don't.
Looks like it because I see their
Yeah,
match
yeah.
on the ref sheet, so
Yeah.
they will be having another
Ooh,
one
Snow
soon.
versus Yayo next. Interesting.
Yes,
That is
Snow
a very
and yeah,
interesting match.
yes, Snow Yellows or Yayo. I don't really know how to pronounce them. Very, very good matchup. Though I will be saying this right now. I saw Yellow Yayo. I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever. I called them Yellow when I commented them last. They got an SS on 1.1, like of that fucking tech map. Crescent Moon Island.
Oh yeah, Crescent Moon boss battle.
1.1 SS
Yeah,
on
I
that.
don't know, dude. They're also the
How
number
do-
one on Good Match compares to the Hellfire. Globally.
Really? Oh, number one there
Yeah.
is. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that is. Okay. Well, Snow. I know I respect Snow a lot. Dude has been carrying on like a lot of their carrying so much like score potentials on their matches, but that will be a very tough match for them. I'll say that right now. That'll be a very, very good match later on. Well,
Exactly.
no
Alright.
opponent yet for Angela, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't look like there will be yet. But
Yeah.
whoever will be fighting Angela, good luck. That is a consistency, man, too. A bit of some early mishaps here on this match here, but they were a very consistent player, and I have no reason to doubt that they won't be able to continue that trend even after this match.
Yes, very much so. That was a good match, and then next is News against Uni, and then Oya, and then against Mini, Vane against Ant, and Yayo against Snow. 20 minutes from now, everybody tune in. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go! Yeah, congratulations again to SDK. We will be seeing another match, as you said, in 20 minutes between Nusin and Unitori. Funnily enough, Unitori has been announced captain of the Philippines Mania World Cup 2026 for 4K. So, Aura there's gonna be an Aura battle between Nusin and Uni. Let's yeah, I guess we can transition to the end screen. This is still very insane match. 7-0 does not do this justice. I would have thought this would have been 7-5. Well, you got any final words here, Burger Dog?
My name's Burger Dog.
You know what? Yeah, that's a very good ending message. My name is Burger Dog. I love that from you. Alright. Good luck to the remaining players in these semifinals round. We'll be seeing you shortly in the next stream. Goodbye.
Bye-bye!
たく